Okay, so I recently fought all four of the deeply volatile monsters, and recently they just released a new one today, but I don't really have any incentive really to go about it. The deeply volatile monsters are a very fun challenge, and I like that they have new moves, and it's just they're overall, I think, just better versions of the base monsters in the game. They hit really hard though, um, and honestly, the most frustrating one turned out to be the Grimquill, which totally surprised me. I failed that hunt so many times, and the fact that you only have, well, you don't have any feints. If you faint once, the quest fails, and so I found this one to be the most infuriating. Um, this one took a long time. The other three, in comparison, were very easy. This one, first try I got it. Same thing with this one, first try I got it. And the Soul Stalker took me like a couple tries. So really, um, it was challenging though, and overall it was still incredibly enjoyable. But the problem is that there just really isn't any point in doing them. You can make essentially transmog, but there's a massive problem with the transmogging system, and it's that it requires you to actually make the base armor set, and that includes the human path and the kimono path versions, right? So if you want a certain look, then you have to actually go out of your way to make that armor set, and then spend a bunch of time collecting the materials you need for transmogging. You can see here I need a bunch of stuff. You know, 10 of this golden tempest orbs, and that's for two pieces, right? And then 8 for the other two. And so it's just a ridiculous amount of materials that you need, and also a lot of money. And also, the deeply volatiles don't have a unique armor set, and I don't even know if their materials are needed to even make layered armor. Because I'm trying to think, and I don't really even think they do. Because okay, here we'll check something real quick. Maybe I'm wrong about this. I hope I'm wrong about this, is what I should say, because hopefully you need the actual materials from it. So you need magical Deathstalker orbs. Now, I recently just killed the deeply volatile Deathstalker, and I don't have any. So I'm assuming that I don't actually have to kill that for these. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I got unlucky, but either way, that's kind of strange. I literally just killed it. That was the last one I did, was the Soul Stalker. Just got done killing it, and I did not get any material for that transmog. So I'm assuming that that's not where you get it. And then also, you still need to get the keystones in order to actually take on these hunts. And the best way to go about that is simply just doing these. You get 1 for killing the monster, so that's 2 right there, plus the 4, that's 6. And so you could just do 1 hunt of this and 1 hunt of regular monster, and then you have enough to go fight the deeply volatile monster, right? Kind of annoying that you have to still get the keystones, but it's no big deal, because you can do it fairly quickly, and if you team up with people, you can do it a lot faster. But once again, there isn't really all that much incentive unless you just want to challenge yourself, which that's fine. Monster Hunter also has stuff like that where it's there isn't really any reward other than the achievement of completing the quest, basically. So, and that's kind of what it seems like the deeply volatiles are, at least. That's what I see them as, because I just don't really see too much point in actually engaging with them, which is kind of unfortunate. And I guess I'll just kind of show what I went with to fight the volatiles. I essentially just kind of stole this, but Verve is very good, and it's saved me quite a bit, and I got lucky and I got some talismans that had Verve on it, so, you know, boost attack and defense when at max health. It can be kind of a frustrating skill to just keep active because you have to constantly heal if you get hit. But still, it worked just fine for, I mean, all of the deeply volatile monsters. Once again, with the Grim Quill being the most obnoxious, but that's just because I'm kind of bad at that fight. But that's pretty much what I use to take care of everything. And I might as well just go over the weapon tree as well, because why not? And this is kind of how I went about progressing through the tree. And I went for destruction art, so that way I could activate one of the skills here that increases your crits, I think, whenever you break a monster apart. And so it's pretty fun just seeing like the crit effects in the game, just with the claw blades. One-stroke critical is what it is. It'll boost a chance of releasing critical hits for a while and destroying part. So that's pretty fun to mess around with. Also with destruction. I wish there were better gauntlets and legs that actually had some good skills on them, but I couldn't really find any, and it's kind of unfortunate because I would have liked to have destruction at least on a pair of legs or on a pair of gauntlets, but there isn't any, unfortunately. I eventually wanted to make this for Time Changer so I could keep the effects active longer, but, you know, I just never really bothered with that. But this would be good for keeping the crit effect active for a little bit longer, essentially, and so that's where I was kind of heading, but I didn't need to, and you can see I'm just missing one material for that, so I just never bothered. Didn't need to, as it turns out. But yeah, I'm pretty much done with the game now at this point. Once again, there is the new monster. Don't really have much interest in it, mainly because the performance is still kind of bad, so I'm pretty much done, and that's everything I wanted to talk about. Sadly, I don't have much reason to play it. Like, there's obviously weapons I haven't used that I want to try, and, you know, just a bunch of different builds that I could try and make, but I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to this eventually, but at this point, I don't really see any reason to continue. But anyways, that's everything I wanted to say.